Welcome to my channel and welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Priska and today I am hosting my husband's birthday dinner. It'll be a family dinner, a party of 6 people, I believe, and I love hosting dinner. So I'm excited to show this part of my life, to share this with you. This is just how I do it, and I typically host a family dinner once a month. I really love doing it. I would love to do it once a week, but my 18-month-old does not give me that much flexibility, especially since I cook everything from scratch. So I did want to show y'all what I do behind the scenes as I'm hosting. So I'm going to be setting the table, cooking dinner, and then we're going to move into some other spring things I've been up to, including a new spring handbag and a trip to the Spring Art Festival. I know it's already May and people are rushing into summer, but let me remind you that summer doesn't start till June 20th or so. So I want to savor every part of each season, not rush it. I just want to savor what season I'm in. So for this spring meal, I'm switching out all of my pink linens for something a little more masculine. And I just got this tablecloth from Threshold by Shay McGee at Target, and it is so cute. It is not only springy, but it also does feel a little bit more masculine since this is my husband's birthday dinner. And I would link all of these pieces for you, but everything else is very old. I'm talking up to 10 years old. So of course they're not in stores anymore. But what I do have are some tips on how to set the table and host dinner. So I like to do this maybe a couple of days in advance. And I like having the table set even when it's not time to eat because it gives me one less thing to do and it just looks pretty. I also have a separate family table just for the 3 of us that we meet all of our meals from. So this larger dining table I usually keep set. Now this cutlery is so cute. This is vintage, just from the 90s, maybe 80s. My mother-in-law gave this to me because it was hers and she didn't really like the gold. I love the gold. My husband loves gold, so we like that. This is his special little drinking chalice. It's just water, but he just likes having a chalice versus a glass. So I thought for his birthday dinner, why not give him what he likes rather than what matches everybody else? Now that the dinner table is set, I'm going to move on to the cooking portion. Now the day before, I like to make sure I have all my ingredients and I set out whatever I need to cook. On the right, I've got the dish for the blueberry crisp I'm gonna have for dessert. And then on the left, I've got my crock pot set up for the pot roast that I'm making. Pot roast is such a masculine dish, you know? But really it's just something that we have been really enjoying eating through the cooler months, and so it'll be my last pot roast until the fall, probably. But for now, enjoy this kitchen prep scene where I'm cooking from scratch and getting everything ready so that it can sit in the crock pot for the next 6 to 8 hours and cook. I'm happy to report that dinner was a great success. My husband is a very easygoing guy. He would much prefer I cook at home for a party than to eat out. I mean, one, it's easier with the kids, but two, the food quality is so much better. Like I buy the best ingredients I can. So he was very happy about this meal. The last thing I did was serve a blueberry crisp, which is one of the easiest recipes ever. I will link it down below, but I'll probably make this once a week for the next 3 months. So it'll surely be featured in a video coming soon.
Y'all, I finally did it. I finally purchased a spring summer bag. I have been wearing my fall winter bag for about 2 years, year round now. I told my husband I really need a spring summer bag because I've been wearing this for 2 years, and he said, what a tragedy. And he understood the need, the necessity, the vital necessity of buying a spring summer bag. Said no woman ever. But I finally bought a bag that I think I'm going to love for several years. I'd been wanting it since last summer, but I was too hormonal to make an expensive decision. And finally I've calmed down just a little bit. And since doing my closet makeover, I have assessed my spring summer wardrobe a little better to find a bag that I don't have to switch into every other day. Like this goes with pretty much all my outfits. So that's what I look for. I look for high quality. I look for something that's a little bit unique, but I also have pretty loud outfits in the sense of stronger colors, more patterns, eye-catching silhouettes. So I want a bag that complements that but doesn't steal the show, okay? If that makes sense. So it just arrived from Paris, so I'm finally ready to unbox it. Okay, fresh from Paris. Oh yeah, it came with this little tote as well, so that's cool. Okay, this is the Isabelle bag from Sezane in raffia, and it is made in Madagascar, designed in Paris, made in Madagascar. Look how pretty. Wow, gorgeous. And I love how playful this little handle is. Let's try it on. All right, here she is. How cute. Okay, it has a really short handle, which I actually preferred. I measured the handle length of my other bag that I love, and I prefer it because I usually wear my purse up here on my shoulder, and I have a high hip, like a really high hip. So this comes above my hip, so it's not like extra bulky where my hip is. And I'm sure that's why they designed the handle length that way. Like it could be a little longer, but it's really helpful to have it above the hip. So let me try it on with some sandals because I don't have any light colored stuff. Like I said, I've been using my darker handbag and darker shoes, really just that coordinated accessory set for all the OGs on the channel for a couple of years. So it's time to update with another pair of shoes to go with this. I am not a big haul girl. I do not get a handbag every month. I do not try to show off a whole bunch of shopping. This is a very intentional, hopefully somewhat timeless, like hopefully my handbags last me for a decade or so. And so I really put a lot of intention and discernment into what's going to have some longevity in my closet. So let's look at some shoes that can go with it. Both of these shoes I think are really cute. These first ones I think maybe are a little more beige than a butter. These I think work better both with the texture and the color, and honestly this is just a lot more comfortable for my wide foot. But here are a few outfits that I've been wearing with this shoe and bag combo, and I really love it. Let me know what you think in the comments.
The last thing I wanted to document for spring was going to the local art festival in Winter Park. And I wanted to show you our family outfits just because here's a little preview of how I sort of coordinate our outfits, but not super matchy-matchy, not like 80s Christmas family photo matchy-matchy, just kind of like it goes together, you know? Maybe I'll do a separate video on family outfits that go together but aren't disgustingly matchy. So let me know in the comments if that's something that you'd be interested in. I will link my dress down below. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more from me, please subscribe to my channel. I will see you next week, hopefully with my DIY home projects video that I have been working on for a month. So be sure you're subscribed to see that. Until then, I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Take good care of yourself.